gonna believe it, but the Flying Miner's back on the scene. It's been a long time. Finally got a little bit of a break right now. The Flying Miner. We're up here in the Utah area next to Nevada, and we're gonna do a little gold mining. Yesterday, the Mining Hawaiian Lauren got a nice pan from a half a bucket of material here. So we're gonna go back and hit some of the spots we've hit before and done pretty good at. So stay tuned. Here we go. Last time I was here, I experimented with the new Jackery. This is a shameless plug. I don't get anything from them, but this folding panel right here is 100 watts. It's got some cables on the back here, USB-C, USB, so you can plug your iPad and your phone or your, whatever you got, SATCOM, directly into it. It's got its own little charge controller inside there. Pretty compact unit. What I did last time is I ran this cord over to the unit itself, and then it in turn goes out to these battery connectors, which drives my pumps on the Keen Mini Max. In the past, I was dragging out a 65-pound deep cycle battery that was not only heavy and cumbersome, but after about 3 days of this, it was just going down on me, and it was hard to keep up with it. With the water flow, I had to keep changing the angle on everything. But this thing right now, it charges right up to 100% sitting out here in the direct sunlight. Goes right to the Jackery box. That's a little 240. That's just a small one. I use that back in the campsite at night to run my TV, everything. And then, as you can see, I just got it hooked up there. So you can plug it into the car jack, the cigarette lighter to charge it, whatever. But that panel, very efficient. So we got the usual amount of too much Dawn liquid and too much jet dry in it. But you know what? These rocks that come out the end are always real clean. We're just getting started. This year I've got an assistant. You know, help's been kind of hard to find after all the world's self-imposed problems. So, but I did find some friends out flying, and she's just waiting for the sun to come up a little bit more to really help out and provide some good moral support as we're out here working and slaving on the job site. Some new buckets and the usual rack. The $11.70 a month SATCOM by Garmin and Reach. $250 for the unit. I think they're about 3 1/4 now. That's hooked up there so I can get, I'm in constant contact with the Iridium satellite dish in the satellites out there. And if the wife needs to get a hold of me or anybody, they can ping that. And I can actually speak text through my phone on Bluetooth to it, even though I'm not getting any service here. So real handy. The big thing about this, we've talked about it before, is that SOS button. You push that and help is on the way. They'll start talking back to you. If you're unconscious and can't talk back to them, they just disperse help right away. Worth every bit of what, $150 a year at the most. Very nice. The Garmin InReach SATCOM. The same old license tag. I think I'm going to keep it for a while. It's been pretty good luck. We're back on the scene again. There's the Mining Hawaiian over there. He did good yesterday. He got a very nice pan. So we're going to head over and get it all fired up here. Now the work starts. We, last time we were here, you probably remember, we had almost a near cave-in situation. This thing was way up there, so we've got the roof knocked down on it. We're going back down to that bedrock right there. Lauren's been working that. My plan today is to come into where this big quartz boulders are. That's the Pay Street right here, and you may or may not be able to see it here. I don't know how good you can see it, but this is quartz. This material hasn't been run before. It's compacted. It's hard to break through, but it's an orange color. And as we come up here, it all of a sudden changes color here. And this is more of overburden right here. And this usually has no gold in it or very little. Where the gold's at is in this hard pack here. You can see the organics growing out of here. This stuff is usually not very productive, but where we're working at today is right in this stuff, right on that contact layer between them and down to the bedrock. So that's the plan. We'll get gold because Goran got good gold out of that. So stay tuned. We'll have something to show for you in just a little bit. Welcome back to the Flying Miner. Thanks guys for sticking around the last 6 months. Been busy at work. They're just getting ready to retire. Looking good. I like the drop on those riffles. And down here the water's still clear enough. I like the look of those riffles, how it's bouncing up there, hopefully trapping the gold behind it. Goes down here and I take this pea gravel and swipe it off the back. This little thing right here is about full, so I'm going to take it out here and empty it. Yeah. Oddly satisfying, as one of the other YouTube channels describes some of these things. Oddly satisfying getting this out, knowing that there could be some gold in there. Pour it in. It's the sound of it. Let's take a moment of silence and listen. Well, just a quick update here. We've been running some buckets. I've been working an area I'm not happy with. I've got a few specks, but nothing at all to write home about at all. I've got some cons right there to take back to camp. I haven't panned that out, but I'll pan that out of the panning table at camp. And but the Hawaiian miner has been getting quite a bit of gold, so I went over and sniped his spot when he was having lunch. And I got 2 buckets. I got to run this one yet, but I did run this one, and I just cleaned out the indicator mat kind of in a hurry because I'm getting exhausted. And I have not done the bottom mats yet, but I just want to show you what we got here. It's actually looking pretty good. So let me swish it back and you can be your own judge here. So right there, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's some good gold right here, and this is rather flat here. Look at that, isn't that pretty? Oh, that's just one of these 3-gallon buckets. It's really about 1.5 gallons. So we are on a crazy pay streak right now. I should say the mining Hawaiian is, but I'm gonna go back and sneak some more of his stuff. Good thing we're all friends here because shots could be fired. Anyway, the Flying Miner, we're getting gold now. We're on it. There he is, the mining Hawaiian. He is he gets the award for the day, I think. He's found a lot of gold. Pete Fritz finally got out of bed in his pajamas. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. But hey, we just I was running out of energy, so I didn't classify some rocks. So I didn't want to dump them in the sluice box because I was afraid that they might bounce along there, which they do. But these are pretty good size. So I did classify them into another bucket, down to a 1/2 inch, and then I washed them, and then I panned it. And just to show you, I kind of did a hurry pan. But there's a pretty good size picker right there. You hold that up for me, Lauren? Just so I can. So no fines or anything, but
yep, there you go.
That piece right there, that's a pretty good
you
chunky
might have
little
more
piece.
in there, yeah.
Could be. But yeah, so that's a nice size piece just stuck at those rocks. Thanks,
yep.
man.
The mud.
Yeah, we'll go back camp now and go through these. So it's a safety pan underneath of here. I kind of speed pan, and then I come back and I repan right back into this blue one here. But I'm just amazed at this thing. Wait till you see this. I don't see much fines in there, but wait till you see the size of this picker. Yeah, I was thinking I got nothing in this thing, and all of a sudden, underneath these little pea gravels, check this thing out. And it looks pretty flat. Here, let's see, there it is. Check that out. It's hard to pan and hold this at the same time. That's a good sized piece of gold right there, folks. I mean, that is probably one of the biggest pieces I've ever gotten here. Wow, I'm not going to guess at the weight. There's a few pieces in there as well, but look at this thing. My gosh, what a bonus trip. All right, so we just came in, and through the help of a lot of people, we pulled back a lot of this overburden, got those organics down, and I worked right onto this bedrock here. Right down there, chipped away at the bedrock, scraped, creviced, and then we broomed it, vacuumed it. I like this pocket right here. I don't know if you can see it very well, but the flow comes from this way at us, and it dropped down in that pocket, and we got some nice little nuggets out of there. We'll go take a look here. Getting hot, super, super windy. And I got a toothache, if that has anything to do with it. But at least I have enough gold to fill it. Kept me up all night last night, so haven't cleaned out the bottom mat. Quick day today, just a few buckets, but I don't know if you can see it or not, but I get it wet. There's your gold piece right there. And it's a chunky little piece. Real pretty. And then down here in the sluice, in the indicator mat, we got a piece here. We've got a piece here, there, and there was a couple more, but it's drying out. There it is, there's one. See if I get that wet. You can see that one right there. There's a nice one. So the indicator mat's full. It's probably got about 10 or 15 of them in there. And I'm going to pull these mats and then take it back to the campsite and pan out the concentrates. But all in all, just a quick, easy trip today. And we worked right on the bedrock, my favorite place to be. And we got gold. Nice little picker. Go with that big flat piece I got the other day. Yeah.
Good morning there, Flying Miner.
Good morning, loyal subscriber Neil. Dave, the Utah boys are on the scene. These guys like to get up, have a little breakfast about 12:30, 1 o'clock, come down to the dig site. They come all the way from Utah. And these guys are some gold-getting fools right here.
I'm leaving.
Yeah. Anyway, they're our loyal subscribers to the Flying Miner. They get a royalty check from me every 10 years. So far, they haven't got any. Get that dog out of here. Hi, everybody. The Flying Miner here. Finally back at the house after the outing up in northern Nevada on the Utah border. And unfortunately, I had a little issue with my teeth. It's a bridge that's been going bad for a while. So all told, it looks like I ran maybe 4 to 6 buckets. These are 3-gallon buckets. The first day, and that's when I got that bigger piece right there, just out of nowhere. I don't remember seeing it. Somehow the sluice caught it down in the lower matting. And then I went out a couple days later, just ran maybe 2 buckets, but I was just in a lot of pain and just was not up to speed. So I just ran these quick buckets, and we got some pretty good little flakes there right there. We'll add it up here in just a second. Also, did find some neat rocks up toward the hard rock mine part of this whole thing with, I don't know if it's silver down in there or some kind of little lead-looking BB type things in this stuff. A lot of very interesting quartz with different types of decomposing elements inside of it. So that was kind of neat. We'll keep that and take a look at it a little bit later. But for now, let's take a look and weigh up what we got on the first day with that little picker. So we'll take a look at it. Again, it's a nice piece of gold. It's kind of flat. I didn't think it would weigh much at all, but it looks like it comes in at 0.3 grams, 0.4 grams, something like that. Not bad. Nice little piece. And then we got these and this is the rest of what I got there. Nice little round piece right there. It's kind of chunky. Looks like about 1/2 gram. Not bad for a quick run through the, so almost a gram, a little less than a gram. But the amount of dirt I moved was minimal. We are on a really nice piece of bedrock. There's some overburden there, but once you got within 1 inch, maybe 2 inches maximum of that bedrock. In fact, we were breaking it apart quite a bit, and even vacuumed it up a lot. Although I've gone through my vacuum tailings, I did not find a single fleck in there. So basically just brushing and grabbing it with a Clorox bottle or whatever you can do, get down in those crevices was the hot ticket. So some chunky stuff, as you can see. Not bad for just a quick couple, maybe 6 buckets total if you topped them off. So there's plenty of gold there. Good spot. So that's it for now. Just wrap up this video here. We'll get it posted out real quick. We will be back on another outing here real soon, up on the rivers, up at the Yuba River there in Northern California. We'll be doing a little bit of sluicing up there on the river. Always do pretty good up there. Looking forward to getting up in the cooler temperatures out of this Vegas heat here. And hopefully we'll get these teeth fixed up this week. And maybe I'll make some gold to gab and put some gold fillings in there or something. But we'll get that taken care of. We'll be back up to speed. We'll have another video real soon from the Sierra Nevada mountains. Until then, we'll see you soon. Thanks for tuning in.